Hey guys, so in this last server-side template injection, or SSTI, we're doing one with a custom exploit, and they want us to delete the .ssh.rsa file. It requires its home directory, and they give us credentials for it. And it gives us a warning about high severity vulnerabilities, and they can be dangerous. And if you don't do the right methods, it can possibly damage the lab. So basically, it's completely destroyed. I'm gonna have to wait 20 minutes for it to reset. Okay. So I did this lab already. I'm just doing it again to demonstrate how to do this lab. Because it's very, not annoying, but on the last part of it, that's the part of this lab isn't bad. It's just the last part to get this completed lab part is annoying. Because if you don't do it right, you can break it. So if here we got first name. I don't know what that does. Probably checking our proxy. And we get a file upload function here. So if we just do something like this, let's see. Huh. Well, that was successful. I thought that would have failed. No, we had another image we can test with this. Let's try this. We get an error here, and there's a PHP error. Say that below mine type is not image. And the application Octastream in this location. So we have some access, or at least the server does, to this location, and give us this other error here, these other two. It mentions something about the user set avatar and the temp here, and assuming we might need to use JPEG if we send a file over the server to the server. So now we know that. So if we go to this blog post here, you should do like a test one. Thanks for the comment. Come back. So it loads our image, our profile image, and our user named Peter. So come here to a request. We get the successful of that. So you can send this because from what doing this lab, we need some type of file upload functionality, and let's mention something of change first username. Okay, so if we mess with these, we'll send these first so we can make sure turn this over error. We get that same error again, and we get this with the file. So we know that we get this weird fatal error of user set avatar, and includes this. So maybe we can include this somewhere. So in this request, it allows us to set the first name. I can change this to the error we got. To a file. Something like, let's see, hosts. Do we need a, I don't think we need a double slash there. So if we send this, so you get a 200, okay. Now we have to refresh. If I have to refresh, now you're gonna turn on server error. And it talks about environment variables here. About our avatar, so we might have some weirdness going on with that being the image type. So Twig is like getting confused and thinking, hey, we didn't host we didn't give a image type, so we have to throw this error. So in the error message, it used these breaking points, was probably used to validate the image of whatever we send over. So if we add these into our payload, should be able to get the, I wonder why those are, why is this breaking? Oh, we need the space. So if we send this as our avatar, you come here and we refresh the page, it's successful reset. So it validated the change. So if we get here to our avatar, that's weird, we get a server. Wait, is this the, oh wait, no, this is the wrong request. Yep. So now we can get files on the server. So now we have access to the server because now we have some type of access on the server. We can go to, we could do, so now we have access to the server. So in this request, we have, it's throwing the error from this file location. So we can just simply change this file location to that from the SE host. And then assume what's going on here is it's only validating, like it's accepting any file location as long as this is here, this image slash type, image slash PNG or JPEG, it's validating that. So assuming we can send anything, it'll allow us to see it. So it gives us 200K. And then in this instance, we always have to refresh because it is setting that. So we always have to refresh the website so it can validate it. So in this request, move this over. And we get the information of this file location. And it gave us the information what's in here. So this is the filtering that's going on. And so you can see requires, yeah, this is the PHP filtering. going on here. So oops, I totally just made that too small. Sorry. So notice we have all this function information here. So which is something about that's weird. I'm not getting supposed to get some type of function. Oh wait. Whoops. That's why it didn't work. We were using the wrong proceeds user PHP first. That's why it didn't work. So we need to, there we go. So in here we get that. Here's the function we need. It says the public function delete, and then it pipes, well, not pipes, but this function says it pipes into move read link and this avatar link. So if we set the location of what we needed from that of /RSA, we can change that. And if we do this correctly, we can delete that location. The first thing we need to do is make sure we have this set as our image. Okay, set as our image. Before we hit get our new avatar, I'm going to copy this because I think we only need is the delete function. So as soon as we do that, that means it works. This is nothing to see here, which is the contents of the RSA location, and it's probably nothing there in that file. So the next thing we need to do is to delete. Well, not, we need to change this whole thing here. And so now that we have that as our image from the file location we need to delete, we can just add in gr.delete to set this as avatar. We go delete, that is there, refresh the server, get this, and then lab is done. If you do that correctly, you'll get this solved. If not, you're screwed. Either the lab instantly crash with a connection error, or you get and the lab would immediately just break. So now we got that lab done. The last SSTI. I could continue down and do more of the, start going through and doing more of the practitioner level ones and some of these more advanced labs, but I might. So the other place I've been doing more time investment is Hacking Hub, and I like Hacking Hub. Past couple rooms, I did some of the CTFs. It's good, and they have a lot more. So you can see here, missions, challenges, walkthroughs. These are all these labs are based on bug bounty reports, disclosure reports, and some based on security research CVEs. So these look like good ideas to learn and put some techniques into your methodology and toolkit. So I'll probably start doing more of these and recording these and going through them. And so that's pretty much it. We'll eventually go back to Port Switgurf, but we're taking a break to build other platforms and learn more. So I'll see you guys in the next video.